Hello, today everybody, I'm going to be pressing a Home Depot mat. I know there's been a lot of talk about this. What did I just do with this? It is this, can you see it? This TRAFFICmaster from Home Depot. It's 18 by 30, and this is the only mat from Home Depot that I know of that can be pressed. They also make a much larger one. It is only weather resistant, so they suggest that you don't use it for 100% outside. It's supposed to be like right in your doorway. But I also hit mine with one of those sprays to avoid stains. So how I'm going to do this, I'm going to be doing 3 presses. I'm not doing full coverage, like end to end, but it will be in 3 presses. So I have my center image. So I'm going to line everything up from this. And I'm only pressing this center part. I'm leaving these borders flat. So first, obviously I measure, and it's 24 inches end to end. And I'm just going to take a little marker right here, which is a piece of foam, and put it right up here at 12 inches so that I know that that is, that I know that is about the center. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I try and design something that has a very apparent center. So that's for my own use. So obviously this little top of the crown and then this space right here is the center. So I'm just going to line that up. And I'm not ripping my paper on this. Normally I do. I'm a big advocate of it, but this is a very resilient material, this stuff. So I am not ripping my paper. My biggest struggle is the lines being straight. That's why I do everything on the floor, so that I can look from above. And these are going to be in each corner. So I'm just going to quick double check, make sure I have room, and I do. So first I'm going to press this, then I'm going to press the 2 on this side, then I'm going to press the 2 on this side. So I think I'm pretty good here. Take my handy dandy spray. And I know I've mentioned this before, but it's so incredibly important. Get the gunk out of the nozzle of the spray, because if a big glue bubble gets on your ink, it will show up on your print. So I'm just going to hold this down, spray from far away, press that on, and I'm going to do it to the other side. That's the other trick, spraying from nice and far away. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of heat tape as well, because it's worth it for the extra couple of cents to guarantee no ghosting on, you know, this is, not that it's super expensive, but it's not cheap. I think they're actually on sale now for like about $8 or $9. But this happens to be one that I got a while ago, and I think this was $12. So I'm just putting one little piece of heat tape on each side to make sure it does not move. So my heat press is ready. I'm going to double check my pressure. So I am going to be pressing this at 410 for 68 seconds. And again, my heat press for some reason runs a little bit hot, but I see most people do about 420 for 70 seconds. So, oh yeah, I definitely need to increase my pressure. Like a lot. Where is it? And I did too much. So what I forgot, I haven't done one of these in a little while. What I forgot is how big they are. So I'm just going to quick test it in here and make sure that my pressure is good all the way at the end. It's not going to touch. That's maybe a little too much. Okay. So, where am I here? So it feels like it's on my press. I have a 15 by 15 press, and that's gonna be on it, and that's gonna be on it. I still have a little room to move over. So I know this sounds silly. I have like little perfectly sized items hanging around. I'm just putting it underneath so that it doesn't flop over. Put one there. And I'm going to put something right here on the other side. My tape came off a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to press this, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so we're about 10 seconds from being done, and I can show you what this looks like. And see, my heat press cooled off a little. It's only pressing at 405. It just went up to 406. Oh good, I got every little inch of this pressed, barely. There is a definite smell from this, but it goes away. So, can you see this? It pressed absolutely beautiful, super dark black. These are much better settings. When I first started, I was nervous about too much pressure and lines and ghosting, but as I become more confident and understand my press better and the temperatures, this is a super, super dark black, and this is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back down to the floor and put on my corners. Hi, so we are back here down on the floor, and I have 1, 2, 3 of my corners pressed, and this is my 4th one. I'm just going to stick it right here. Something I did not mention at the beginning, these mats hold a ton of lint. Lint roll once, and then do it again, and then do it a 3rd time. So much lint on these things. Okay, so again, I have my exact center, and this is going to be my corner right here at the top. So I'm just going to stick him on here, line it up like I did the other ones. About there. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this first. I can't do anything left-handed, so anything that's on this side always gets me all wonked out. I love the glue, but I am constantly with it on my hands, and then when I do a lot of projects at once, it's just all over my hands and everything sticks to me. Okay, so now it's the exact same process as I did the center one, except I'm just going to do it on this side, and then I'm going to do it on this side. So since I already have this part pressed, it's not going to affect it. What it will do is this ink might transfer onto my transfer paper, or my platen if I don't have paper, which I always have paper. So bear that in mind, especially with black. So use your paper. See, I could already see this. I don't know if you can tell, but this was one that I just, let me turn the light on. Nope, that didn't help. But I can see the ink on this. So definitely don't use this. If I go to use this again, it will reprint what's left on this paper onto my mat. I know it feels like a waste of paper. I don't like it either, but it is what it is. And I can see it on this too. I'm just going to use all new. This one doesn't look like it, but you never know. Sometimes it's really faint and you don't notice it until it's already on your product. So brand new piece. And everything is on my platen. Good, good, good. And again, like I said, I'm going to do this way past because we don't want to transfer any of the ink that's already on the mat onto our platen. So I'm covering everything to make sure. Okay. And my paper is all covered. And I'm going to go down again. Okay, so now it is at 410. And I'm going to do this, I think I said 68 seconds. Okay, we are about 10 seconds away from this corner being done. And again, my heat press went down to 402. It's just absorbing the cold, which it's not really cold, but absorbing the temperature from the mat. So there is some variation in it. And I'm just going to take this right away. I don't know if you can see it, but there's tons of ink on this. Take that. Get rid of this, just to make sure I don't reuse it. And perfect. Whoop. And perfect. Okay. So now we're going to flip this around, which I suppose you could just slide it to the other side, but yeah, it makes my life easier to do it on this side. Okay, we are just about ready to pull up our last and final press here. 5 more seconds to go, and then I can show you the final product. And this is very hot, especially the rubber parts. All right. So, whoop, this is super hot. So this is the final product. So I hope this helped you. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But there you go. That is a Home Depot, the Home Depot outdoor indoor mat StainMaster. All right. See you again soon.